Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I thank the very distinguished chairman of the Appropriations Committee and the very distinguished chairman of the Defense Appropriations Subcommittee, because over the last 2 years, 6 times this body has passed responsible limits on the conduct of this war. 6 times we've tried to make sense and pass legislation. And what we are about to do now is to give the President a blank check to continue this war to the end of his term, to continue what has gone down to history as the worst foreign policy fiasco in American history. Nobody in their right mind can argue that this war was thoughtfully planned or responsibly executed, and yet we are going to give him a blank check. We will look back on this day and people will ask why. Well, I want to thank Mr. Obey, I want to thank Mr. Murtha, the Out of Iraq Caucus, and the majority of my colleagues. We did the right thing. History will record that. But this is a very sad day for us. When you think that 4,000 young men and women have given up their lives, tens of thousands seriously wounded, for what? For a nation that will wind up far more loyal to Iran than it will be to the United States? To a nation that in fact is allowing young people to roam the streets with guns, enforcing schoolgirls going to school having to wear their veils? A repressive society, what will become a Shiite theocracy? Sure, there's less violence, but that's because we've ethnically cleansed most of Baghdad. There's less violence because the Sunni warlords have taken time out from shooting American soldiers to ridding themselves of al-Qaeda in Iraq. Because Muqtada al-Sadr has decided to take a 6-month hiatus from shooting us. But all of this is going to come back. We see no end in sight. This is a very bad day, and we ought to vote no.
Gentleman's time has expired.
Thank you, Mr.
Gentleman's time has expired. Gentleman's